storm-type windows installed in June of last year. Yeah.
They were single hung windows. They were thin aluminum. They were just your regular windows. They were just like builder quality windows. There was nothing really special about them.
And we were really concerned with the hurricane season, the frames. They were okay, but we really were really concerned about the hurricane season coming up, and we needed to change. It was time. The windows were very old. They were only single hung windows. We looked around for a long time to find a company that was going to that we could have these windows changed, and so we finally found somebody came to the door and invited us to one of the parties for storm type over one of their. They were having a couple of blocks away from here, and we could see actually some windows that were installed by storm type. And so we went to the party. We went over. We saw the people who had put the windows in. We tested the windows. We looked at it. And I guess we discovered there was no comparison between a storm type window and all the other name brands we had been looking at.
After storm type made their presentation, we did go out and look at other windows because they did talk about the construction, and he did bring I guess a competitor's window and rocked it and played around there. And we did go out and look at other ones just to make sure. And yeah, he's absolutely right. There was no comparison.
After that, it wasn't a matter of price. It was a matter of, we got to get them.
The installation experience overall was very good. It's a little scary, when guys show up with crowbars and hammers and start ripping your windows out. They were very good. They were very conscientious, very clean. I have to say, they didn't make a whole lot of mess. They cleaned up both inside and out. They were also very conscientious about the weather. They watched the weather. If they were afraid it was going to rain or something, they didn't want to get caught with the house wide open, during a storm. So.
And they answered every question. I mean, they were very polite, very courteous, came to work every day on time, never left until they were finished with what they had started that day. I mean, if they were here sometimes till 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, they wanted to finish up. They might have had a break because it rained a little bit, but whatever they had started that day, they made sure they finished before they left that day.
I would say there's actually two things
that
stand out. Number one is the difference in the sound in the house. The house is much quieter than it was, and it was something that they never really mentioned. I guess it's sort of a perk that comes along with having triple panes, is that you don't hear, it can be raining like heck outside and you just don't hear anything that's going on outside. Even when the guys come to cut the lawn, you can hear them, but it's not like it used to be. It's not quite as loud as it used to be.
Still, I talk about the windows to everybody that comes here. I mean, it's not something you normally don't talk to people about. Oh, you got to see my storm windows, but we have company in, and I have to show them the storm type windows because I want them to know, how proud we are of the windows we got.
He's definitely your best salesman. We have one room in the house that doesn't have a second story over it. It has a vaulted ceiling, and the sun beats down on it, and it was historically much warmer than the rest of the house.
And it has 11 windows and a door.
Yes, absolutely. And, in the summertime, you definitely can't sit in there without the ceiling fans on or making an adjustment to the thermostat in the rest of the house. Since we've had these windows put in, that room is the same temperature as the rest of the house.
But have I seen a difference in the bill? Absolutely. On a scale of 1 to 10, probably a 15.
Tony, you feel the same way?
Yeah, I think, we looked at, yours wasn't the only estimate that we had. We had other people do presentations and things. And I have to say, yours really were different than the rest of them. It's a real quality product.
It's the quality, that's what we had. we could have spent less money, but after you saw the storm type and you compare it to a storm, I keep saying type instead of type. Instead of, once you've seen the quality and the way it's made, you can't even consider the others. Oh God, that was it. It was a great experience.
Yeah.
I look forward to them to coming every day.
The guys were extremely professional. They were friendly. They were tidy. They were clean. They knew their stuff. They were careful about removing the old windows to see, what was underneath, how they were put in, and how they were going to approach this.
They were very conscious of maintaining the look of our house. So when you looked at it outside, we still have the same colonial type look of our house. It didn't destroy the look of the house because we were putting in storm windows. Fantastic.
We're very happy with them. I'd be lying if I said we didn't have our little problems, but I don't think you can install 41 windows and not have a snag or two.
But they're all rectified. I mean, everything was taken care of to our satisfaction,
Right,
which
exactly.
was great, But even in the office, we went over to the office. We met the people there. We walked around. I mean, everything about the company was first class. And everybody we met in the office, it was great.
I mean, don't get us wrong. We're probably the biggest skeptics there are. Okay. To us, everybody's a snake oil salesman until proven innocent. But you guys did a good job, I have to say. I'd say you guys are top shelf. You guys really did a good job.
As I said, on a 1 to 10, I give you a 15. I can't help it because everything was done so well. And in Florida, that is so unusual. I mean, to find a company that comes in and produces what they say they're going to do and follows through and keeps the schedule and shows up when they say they're going to. I mean, everything about the experience was exceptional for Florida.